drawing the nose in detail. Many artists find drawing the nose challenging. This is partly due to the fact that there are few visible lines that define the nose shape. Aside from the nostrils, our view of the nose is made up entirely from the light and dark tonal values that help to describe its three-dimensional form. Following the basic proportions of the face will give you an excellent start to drawing a convincing and realistic nose. Start by looking closely at the tip of the nose and the nostrils. The tip of the nose. The circle is only there to give you a sense of the size and position of the nose tip. In reality, the three-dimensional form of the nose needs to be described through shading and tonal values. However, at this stage it's helpful to use a lightly drawn circle to help judge the position and size of the nose tip. Because everyone is unique and have their own individual characteristics, it is essential to observe your subject carefully. Consider the position of the nose tip. A subject may have a higher nose tip where the nostrils are more visible from a straight ahead viewpoint. Alternatively, the nose tip may be lower, such that the opening of the nostrils is less visible from a straight on perspective. It may be a subtle change in position that is needed, so be prepared to look carefully and make adjustments as you draw. Next, consider the size and width of the tip of the nose. The nose may be set wider, taller, or shorter, smaller, or more narrow. When considering the size of the nose tip, it is helpful to observe the same aspect for the outside of the nostrils. Through careful observation, you will give yourself the right guidelines to work from for the subject you are drawing. The nostrils. How much of the nostrils you can see from a straight-on view will depend largely on the placement and size of the nose tip. A higher nose tip will likely mean that more of the nostrils are visible. A lower nose tip may mean that less of the nostrils are visible. Also, look to notice whether the subject's nostrils are set closer together or further apart. They may be larger or smaller. It is essential to really look closely and observe both the inside and outside shape of the nostrils. Some are sharp and angled, others appear more rounded. Take the time to observe your subject and get the nostrils right. Using tonal value to describe the structure of the nose. Aside from the nostrils, the structure of the nose must be defined by tonal values. Tonal values, areas of light and dark, help us to understand where and how much light is hitting a surface. Where tonal values go depends on the form of the subject and where the light is coming from and how strong the light is. Light is often hitting the subject from above, from the sun, or from an overhead room light. For this example, I will assume there is light coming from above, shining slightly left to right across the face. It is essential that you carefully observe your subject to plot out where the light and dark areas are. However, you can probably make some good guesses about where the shadows will be when light is coming from above. Under the nose. under the tip of the nose and the edges of the nostrils, under the brow at the bridge of the nose, the sides of the nose. In this example, the shadows are slightly more over to the right to take account of the light coming slightly from the left. Expect there to be light shadows between the outside of the nostrils and the tip of the nose. There may also be shadow areas just above the tip of the nose. Notice that shadows on and around the nose spread and blend into other areas of the face. Look out for highlights where the light is hitting a spot directly. Reserve the white of the paper for these parts.